So here we go. The last Wednesday WhatsApp of the semester was as follows. There's a wealthy gentleman who's staying at a very, very fancy hotel. He's picked up in a cab. And when he's about to pay, he says, oh my goodness, I had all the money and it fell on the ground. You know what, let me run in. I'll get a flashlight. And I'll find the money that fell on the ground in order for me to pay you. He runs into his hotel. And the cab driver speeds away. Why does the cab driver speed away? Probably because cash in my car, I'm out of here. The wealthy individual then turns to his rabbi and says, Rabbi, I gotta be very honest. I was very dishonest. One, I did this intentionally because I wanted to see if this cab driver was honest. I was gonna pay him. I didn't lose any money in the car whatsoever. So I lied. And two, was that I transgressed leaf neivir, that I put a stumbling block in front of the blind because I kind of, shall we say, encouraged him to quickly take off, thinking that he has all this cash in the bottom of his car, when really he didn't. That I set him up to fail. That I put a stumbling block that he would fail, that he'd be kind of, yet I never intended to do this at all. I set it up to trap him. So, I believe the answer is as follows. One, there's no question they should have done it. A, he lied. He said the money fell in the car, in the taxi, which he never did. And two, it's for sure leaf neivir. He did set up this taxi driver in a way that he could transgress, he could lie. What about the other? What after the fact? He's obligated to try and find who's a taxi driver who took me from point A to point B. He might not be, because in many ways, with a taxi driver driving away, it's showing that he's being mafia, he's giving up the money. Right? The guy said, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes, right? The fact that the guy took off right away after the wealthy individual went inside the hotel meant that the taxi driver said, I'm willing to take a chance and hopefully find this money myself and perhaps benefit even more from it. I'm willing to give up on the fare, either perhaps for a greater good. So I don't believe you'd have to necessarily search him down. The last point is, what about in terms of, what about if he felt that the taxi driver was taking advantage of it? There's a wealthy guy, he can afford it, I'm going to charge him $300 for a ride that should have been $50. And in order for me to get out of it, I'll pretend for a second I'm a wealthy guy. In order for me to get out of it, I need to kind of trick him in order so that he'll take off. And if he felt he was going to be pressured or he felt that he was going to be forced to pay the $300, meaning being taken advantage of, he might be allowed to trick the guy in order to avoid being taken advantage of under such a situation. I saw somewhere that was quoted in Yerushalmi, I tried to find that I couldn't exactly find the source, but apparently there's a case in Yerushalmi that you're allowed to deceive somebody if you think that you're going to be taken advantage of, you'll be allowed to do that. So very interesting, fascinating question. And hopefully you'll miss the WhatsApps, the Wednesday WhatsApps over the next month. And God willing, new semester, there'll be many more opportunities. Have a wonderful Wednesday.